Have you ever wanted to learn how to make in-game thumbnails like me or even like Zerdy? Well, in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the best tutorial that you guys need to know for lighting, shading, and everything you need to know about making an in-game thumbnail. And the great thing about this is that you guys don't even need a PC, but the one thing that this does require is Photopea or honestly just any drawing software. So without further ado, let's get into the first step, which is taking your picture. So the best way to take your picture is use the LIV camera. The best FOV I recommend using on the camera is 55. It's just the most zoomed in and it looks the best in my opinion. So the first thing you're going to need to think about is this thumbnail going to be interesting and is your pose going to be good? So the pose I'm going to be doing for this thumbnail is probably just a thing of me pointing. And a really cool thing you can do for in-game thumbnails is doing perspective. Have one of your hands closer to the camera and have your body away from it so your other hand looks bigger. I'm going to be making the thumbnail like this, and all you have to do is just click the button and take the screenshot. To get it off of your headset, look up a tutorial on how to save your videos from LIV and save pictures from LIV because I honestly don't know how to do it. So all you have to do is just get your picture and load it into whatever software you're using. I personally use Photopea, and all you have to do is just follow this tutorial.
All right, here we are in Photopea, and the first thing I'm going to show you guys is masking. So all you have to do in Photopea is just select your background layer and then go ahead and click on this little icon. Now it's going to automatically be on lasso select, so just right click on it and select polygon lasso select. Next thing you have to do is just trace your monkey with this line. It's actually pretty simple. So you'll start from a base point. I recommend at the bottom of your monkey and just click and then drag. Once you get to a point where you can't turn it without there being too much space, just click again and then just click to make another one. All you have to do is just trace your monkey. Instead of going up the torso, literally just click on where the arm starts and just wrap that around. Since you're outlining it, you don't have to make every single like body part different. All right, and finally we are done with masking. And by the way, make sure you wrap around so you'll meet right at the end where you made your first point. So you know you're done masking when everything around your monkey has this like black and white kind of like outline thing. And once it has that, all I have to do is click Control C, Control V, copy and paste it. And as you can see, now you have a free layer of your monkey. And if you disable the background layer, you just have your monkey. By the way, if you have a little bit of space in here, it's fine. No, it's unnoticeable since you're just gonna have your background layer. So if it's really bad, like if you ever need to turn off your background, you can obviously just erase it, but I mean, this looks fine. So next thing we're going to do is select our layer 1, which is the layer with the free monkey on it. You're going to go ahead and click image at the top, click adjustments, click brightness contrast, and set it to 25:15. So now it's a little bit brighter. Next thing you're going to do is click vibrance, change vibrance to 20, and change saturation to 10. Now this looks pretty cool so far, but we're not done yet. Select your layer 1, and you're going to go down to this little pinch tool. It might automatically be on sponge, so if it is, right click on it, click burn. Next thing you're gonna do is click this little circle with a 15 under it. It'll open a drop down. You're gonna change the hardness all the way to 0 and turn up the size. But the next thing you're gonna do is, I recommend just going around under the monkey's arms. All you have to do is just move your mouse down around where shadows would normally be. So you can see, I recommend doing it like twice or maybe like going back a few times, but don't overdo it like this. Like I just did it really bad. Just like in places where shadows would be if this was actually in real life. And then putting it like underneath the fingers. And I recommend going around the stomach line. And so now your monkey probably looks cool, but we're not done. It might look a little bit dark. What we're gonna do is right click on this again and click dodge. We're gonna go ahead and turn hardness down to 0 like before and change it to around the same. And then now we're just gonna slightly go over like where the arm line is, like kind of like that. And then also like this. And then you're also gonna go into the face and just kind of go up and down on it. So it looks like bright. Yeah, see that? Bright. Looks cool. And then just kind of like around the hands maybe, and maybe a little bit on the middle of the stomach. And if you have claws, I recommend lighting them up with this tool too. It just makes it look cool. Now this looks pretty good so far. Honestly, it's all up to your personal preference what you do. What you're gonna do is just go ahead and click the background layer, go to the burn tool again, and turn up the size a little bit. And then underneath like the monkey, like down here under the torso, just kind of like slightly shade like that. See, and then underneath the arms, like that, and then like over here, like that. Now I could just go ahead and use this as my thumbnail, but I want to add a few more things. Even though this isn't a Blender thumbnail, you can still add pretty much anything you want to it. Like in-game thumbnails don't have to be just the in-game thing. Like if I go to Zerdy's channel here, you can see like this rocket isn't in Gorilla Tag. It's literally a thing he edited in. All these ghosts in the background aren't actually here. This thing he's holding isn't actually there. This entire thumbnail is literally an in-game thumbnail mixed with Blender stuff. Like, it's just, you can edit anything since it's basically just Photoshop. For this thumbnail, this is just a example. I'm gonna add this like cool like light thing. As you can see, that looks really good. But the thing you don't want in thumbnails is dead space. And in this thumbnail, there's already a lot of dead space like down here and just around here. So I'm gonna add a few more things just to touch this up. Alright, I added a few more little touch-ups, and honestly, this looks like a pretty cool thumbnail. So the next tip I have is select your layer 1, go to filter, click sharpen, and then click sharpen. So now you can see the thumbnail went from kind of blurry, grainy to very high quality. Like, look how high quality it is now. So you can like zoom in, you can see like individual pixels instead of it being all blended together. But this is personally an okay thumbnail in my opinion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to File, Export as PNG, and we're just gonna go ahead and name it. I don't know, tutorial. I'll just name it shading. Go ahead and click save, and boom, that is how you guys can make an in-game thumbnail in Gorilla Tag. Now obviously you might need to do more masking stuff if you want to add like stuff like Zerdy's thumbnails, but still it's pretty, this is a pretty basic tutorial. Like I'm not that good at in-game thumbnails, but I'm decent at them. So that's gonna be in today's video, guys. Subscribe, we're trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We've been growing really quickly, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.